You hear about the Beatle pictures?
Of the new documentary?
Yeah.
No,
not the documentary. Beatle motion picture biopics.
Oh, yeah, I saw something about it. I didn't.
Yeah, Sam Mendes is directing it.
Look into it at all.
They announced the cast. They're doing a motion picture, a full-length feature film about each of the Beatles.
4 movies?
They're doing one from John's perspective, one from Paul's perspective, one from George's perspective, one from Ringo's perspective.
Okay.
They're making 4 films about the Beatles with the same actors playing those characters from their 4 perspectives and dropping all 4 films in April of 2028.
So it's like a miniseries.
Yeah, Sam Mendes says it'll be the first bingeable movie experience. They're hoping to tap into the idea that people want to binge something at the movie theaters. Here's my question. Are people going to have to spend $100 because each ticket's going to cost $25?
Who's it with?
Paul Mescal's going to play Paul McCartney?
No, not that.
Oh.
Is it on a streaming platform? That's what I'm saying.
No, it's going to theaters. It's going to be a theatrical release.
There's no way that's going to be successful.
All 4 films are going to go to the movie theaters at the same time.
There's no way that's going to be successful.
I like the ambition.
Yeah, I guess.
I like the ambition.
There's no way.
I'll tell you what.
People want to binge at home.
There's only one criteria for me, man. Because for me, since I'm out of the womb, there's not even a close second to the Beatles. If they don't get it right,
Disagree.
if they don't get the Beatles right, if I'm not hearing film festival buzz and critics buzz about the astonishing portrayal of all 4 characters, so that means you're banking on all 4 of these actors to pull off an Austin Butler level performance in all 4 films, that's one hell of a gamble, man. That is one hell of a gamble. If it works, it'll be one of the most impressive things in cinematic history. And if it doesn't work, it is going to be a massive train wreck. Good on you, Sam. I think that takes balls to jump at that.
I don't think it's going to work.
The biggest, the baddest, wackiest, funniest, filmiest show on earth.
Never forget.
Hey, welcome back to our Stupid Acts with Corbin.
I'm Paul.
You can follow us on Instagram, Twitter for more juicy content. Thank you to everybody who supports on Patreon. Follow us on our Twitter account, subscribe, and hit that like button.
John, Paul, George, and Ringo.
I'm Ringo Starr. Ringo Starr.
There's not even a close second for me for the Beatles. I adore and always have and always will. The Beatles are my favorite band of all time.
Today we have a game. This is a casting Hollywood characters with Indian actors.
I like these games. These games make me very, very pleased inside my inner sanctum. This is especially good since casting directors can win Oscars now.
Boo.
I love it.
Here we go.
Gandalf the Grey or Gandalf the White?
I mean, the first...
It's Big B.
No.
Yep. Of course it is.
It's Nasir.
No.
Yes.
It's Amitabh Bachchan, you moron.
No.
Nasir.
I mean, regardless, if you're doing... Whoever you're doing, who's going to be the other one?
What do you mean? The other what?
Who's going to be...
Frodo?
No, the other wizard. Was it Sauron? No, not Sauron.
Saruman.
Saruman. It's
Yeah.
going to be the other
I bet are we gonna have that cast? Well, since we've got this, let's think about that.
I'm just saying, if let's say you put Big B there, it's going to be Nasir.
No. I want to see somebody with length.
Nasir, he's tall.
Nasiruddin Shah?
Yes.
He's not tall.
Yes, he is.
You're out of your mind.
Oh my God.
Nasiruddin Shah is not tall.
You
You know what would be fun? You'd need a little more makeup, but I would love to see Amitabh Bachchan as Gandalf and Abhishek Bachchan as Saruman.
No.
Yeah.
Nasir.
Of course you got it right. He's an idiot. Oh.
Is that...
Well, Shah Rukh Khan.
Yeah.
Shah Rukh Khan. He's the Tom Cruise of India without question. Got the charm.
Let's see. If
Does the stunt work.
Let's say you're going younger.
Why? They're the same age.
Let's say
They're like almost exactly the same age.
Let's say you're starting it again. So from the beginning of Mission Impossible. So you've got to get a little younger. Around my age-ish, probably. Ranveer, I think, could play a good... He's sexy enough to play a...
He's too colorful.
We've seen him subdue his color many times.
We have. He wouldn't be my first choice.
Well, I agree with you, Shah Rukh Khan, if we're doing like modern, like MI whatever, up 15 that it's on now. And so you're Tom Cruise's age, Shah Rukh Khan. But if you're starting from the beginning, you can't have Shah Rukh Khan.
No, there's a level of energy I would want to see there and some wildness in the eyes. So I would want Shahid Kapoor.
Yeah, he could do it too, for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
No.
That'd be something, though,
I disagree.
That you'd have to do, like, if you're doing, like, MI 11 or whatever's coming out, and your current Tom Cruise age. Obviously, if you're starting it again, Prabhas, once again, too old.
Love Prabhas, but I wouldn't cast him in that.
No one. You know who I would cast? Radhika Apte. Do a female.
That's...
No one except me can do it, okay?
Captain Jack Sparrow. Yogi Babu. No.
I know the person's probably going to say Ranveer just because of the quirkiness. Obviously, no one in Hollywood can create what Johnny created.
Or should.
Yeah.
It's like redoing The Godfather. I don't want that.
It's easy top 10 most iconic characters in cinematic history.
All time.
But could be higher. But just easily top 10. Easily.
But you have to. You're making the film. They've hired you to cast it. You have to.
Radhika Apte. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna do that.
I'm assuming they want it to be Jack and they want him to be male. They're going with the same story. And let's assume I haven't found anybody in the talent pool that's an unknown, because that's what I would do. I would want an unknown. If I can't get an unknown and it has to be an established working actor, I'm going with Fafa.
You know who I would do? Irfan's kid. Just to see what he does with it.
That's a good call. Nah.
I like it. I like Karthik.
I like Arthur too, but nah.
Honestly, you could have put anybody there. I would probably
Yeah,
be
it's
like,
a tough one.
Ooh. Okay.
Me. That's a role I would love to play.
Let's see. Salbin.
He was the same age in that character right there.
Salbin.
Salbin would do a great job with that. Salbin would be fun. But another one who would be, I mean, Nawaz is obvious.
Of course.
But going outside the box, Salbin's a great choice.
Pankaj would be fun.
That's the other person I was thinking of, was Pankaj would do a really good job with that. Pankaj would do a really good job with that. You know who else would do I'm calling it Manoj Bajpayee.
Yeah, of course. Manoj. There's nothing Manoj can't do.
Yeah, Manoj Bajpayee.
I'm going to just go Salbin just because it'd be fun. Yeah, of course. I couldn't do it at his current age. Obviously,
not at his current age. Yeah, we're
way too old.
We're casting it. He's got to be in his 50s.
But yes, of course. In his 50s?
Yeah,
yes.
of course. Oh, Clarice.
Current day, or are we going?
Now we got to see, we're making the film now, and the character's got to be her age, which is roughly late 20s.
Okay, I'm not going to pick Radhika.
Yeah, because you could pick her for everything.
I can't. Yes.
No.
Gotta have some strength. Gotta have some chutzpah behind you, you know?
Yep. Yeah, got to have some strength, some inherent Kulki.
Yeah, of course.
Kulki Caitlin.
Is her name Nithya Menon from the Danush romance movie?
Yeah.
I think
that's a good choice.
I think she could do a hell of a job.
That's a good choice.
I think she could do a hell of a job.
Yeah. Not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alia would be she could do the role.
She definitely has the strength.
Yeah.
You'd make, I guess she's supposed
that would be really good, because she's got an innocence about her that you would feel good. I like that.
How
call.
old was she supposed to be, though? Because
Clarice?
obviously, Alia has this really young feel to her, even though she might be around my age.
I believe Clarice is probably,
because that's one of the
if
issues,
she's 30.
That's one of the issues you had with her in Gangubai.
Yeah, no, but the thing about Clarice, part of it is Clarice Starling is an up-and-coming, trying to prove herself cop, detective. So if she's 30, that's what makes it work. And there's an innocence and a strength. I like that. That would be the number one.
Well,
I think that's a great choice.
Acting-wise, of course,
she's going to be right. But she's got the qualities that I think fit that pretty wonderfully. John Carpenter.
I'm going to say Shah Rukh Khan, but I'm
John Carpenter.
I'm going to try, what?
Not John John Abraham. Same amount of syllables. John Abraham.
What are you talking about? I'm going to, obviously, Shah Rukh Khan would kill it. Of course.
I don't know.
No, he definitely would. But let's see. Somebody else, Danush, would kill that role.
I'm solid on my
I like Danush.
John Abraham.
We haven't seen enough of Mahesh Babu
Yeah, we don't
to really make a...
Yeah.
Yeah. Who? Oh, Catch Me If You Can. At current age? Because you haven't always followed the current age thing.
Are we casting it? Because this is a guy that's about 30 years old.
Honestly, all the Shahid Ranveer are too old.
They're aged out.
So if you're talking about modern current ages, your fun son.
Ardost.
Who? Oh, from
White Tiger.
White Tiger.
Yeah.
Isn't he supposed to be like sexy though?
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit of a ladies' man.
Yeah,
he's got to be a guy. He's got to be a guy that really can
like if
appeal to the stewardesses on the plane.
Ranveer Shahid were that age,
right?
Something that attractive,
right?
And not saying my Ardos is not attractive, but he doesn't. He's not like
he doesn't. He's
not a sex icon.
No, he's not. He doesn't have the suave. I look at you and you're gonna ask me out and I'm gonna say yes. If he was a little bit younger, you know who would be great? Ram Charan.
Yeah, same thing though with those other ones.
Yeah. Which is something I've heard talked about. Where are the 20-something big stars? Like right about the age of 30, because all the other big stars are 40 and up. Where are the guys that are in their late 20s, around 30, that are making big waves? Where are they?
I'm gonna go Your Fun Son.
Okay. Hey!
He's like the only one around that age that I can really...
Yeah.
I know Shahid has a younger brother. We haven't really seen... I think we saw one thing of Shahid's younger brother. But, yeah, I'll take him.
Me.
Catch Me If You Can't. Okay, so if it's Irfan's son...
I would cast me.
India.
I could do a film in India.
Indian.
Oh.
So if it's Irfan's son, it's Hindi. So...
Doesn't matter. You can have a South actor do a Hindi film. You racist. North actors do it all the time. What's the matter with you? I'm going all industries here.
A J. Honestly, I don't remember this movie that much, so I don't exactly remember this character very well.
He's a by the book guy, FBI agent.
Okay. Manoj.
Prithviraj. Hey,
dude, I just got this movie down.
Damn.
I got them both. That's hilarious.
That's very funny.
Okay. Current day, correct? Because once you said Kamal Hassan for somebody who's supposed to be 50.
Another one of the most iconic characters in cinematic history.
Yes.
Easily.
Easily.
This one's tough for me because I love Harrison Ford.
And Harrison Ford has multiple of those.
I love Harrison Ford. Like,
very few actors
I love Harrison Ford.
Have multiple extremely iconic characters.
It's insane
that they are known for.
It's insane.
They don't make they don't make them like
you could put an Indiana Jones and a Han Solo side by side, and you're like, yep, that's Indy and that's Han, and they're two completely different people. No, they're not. That's Harrison Ford.
Yeah,
I love Harrison Ford.
Okay, so modern day, he's what, 40-ish?
Yeah, He's late 30s. And in Raiders of the Lost Ark, he's about 35, 36. You're doing the Indian version.
You just said Prithviraj. That's not terrible. It's got to have somebody that has some manliness.
Ram Charan, again.
Yeah, I like Ram Charan.
Ram
Let's do
Charan.
Ram Charan.
Oh.
Too old, though. He's too old.
He's aged out. I would go Ram Charan.
But he has a son.
Ram Charan could pull it off because he can pull off mid to late 30s. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Now, how do you make this an Indian film?
Once Upon a Time in Bollywood.
That's happened.
So if it's that, Shah Rukh Khan. Just put Shah Rukh Khan in his role.
Yeah.
He would fit it, too.
He would fit it because that's why that role works. It's Leo playing Rick Dalton. They're supposed to be, it's a legend in Hollywood playing a legend in Hollywood.
I think you are amazing in DDLJ.
Shah Rukh Khan.
That was the greatest actor
Agreed.
I've ever seen.
Yep.
Yeah. Honestly, it just fits. It just fits.
It fits.
Amir could do it as well, but I think
Nah.
I think he has the sexiness
Agreed.
that you need.
Yeah.
Okay, so
We don't know the stunt people.
he needs to be an actor, though.
I know, but he's got to be playing the stunt guy, and he's got to be playing the double to Shah Rukh Khan.
But it still needs to be an actor, so it doesn't need to be a stunt guy.
No, I know, but it's got to be Shah Rukh Khan's double. His son. Yeah, they got to be the same age.
No, it needs to be another big star. That's what they're asking. Honestly, make it Amir.
Be great. I was thinking it's got make it another Khan.
Make it another big star. Or Salman.
Neither one of them could be Shah Rukh Khan's stunt.
Well, he
guy.
can't really be. They don't look anything alike. You just put a wig on him.
They're about the same size and stature.
Yeah, you think he's bigger than Leo?
I'm going.
Leo's fat. I go to Amir.
I have no idea.
I don't like that. I mean, I don't hate it. I'm going to Amir. Hey, no, that could
That's a
work.
good call.
I actually like that.
That's a good call.
Because there needed to be another star.
Look at that chest.
And he is the stunt guy.
Yep.
Okay, so. Okay, I'm reusing him a lot. It's just because he's like the only young guy I know. Earphones kid. Bibble. Bubble.
Is it Babil?
Babil.
Babil?
And Pankaj. Oh, tell me that wouldn't be a beautiful story.
Pankaj would play that role beautifully.
Yes, he would.
Because he would have a tenderness.
Yes.
He's got the humor.
Yes.
He's got the kindness. He's he without question he'd be the closest. So I'm good with Pankaj.
And
You've got to have you got to have an early 20s.
Bibble or Bibble. Earphones kid. It's like the only one I know at around that age.
And also, I mean, it would be an unknown because this was the breakout for Matt Damon and Ben Affleck.
I'm going that. Pankaj and Earphones kid.
What?
Okay, so if you're doing a Malayali, definitely Mohanlal or Mahmoodi could kill that role. I agree. Way too old to Vino Thomas. Way too old.
He's got to be like college age, just out of college.
You could do if you're doing Malayali, because it's Mohanlal or Mahmoodi. I agree, could kill that role. I agree with that. If you're doing we've seen some.
Game Creator is definitely taking current age out of the picture.
Yeah,
because they would work if you rewind that 20 years, it works.
That's true. You're correct. But if we're doing today, we've seen some. Basil has like a youth about him. I know he's not that young, but he does have a youth about him. But we've seen stuff recently in Malayali that has...
What was the Banana Leaf movie?
What? Which one?
We loved it. And the family dies on the truck going to work for carrying bananas.
Okay, yeah. It's Tamil.
Is the kid in that... Is he old enough now to be in a 20, or is he still too young, you think? Because he's teens in that, isn't he?
Yeah, maybe. You know who you could do? That in Kumbalanji Nights, the curly hair guy.
Yeah.
We also saw him in that RDX or
whatever. I wish we could remember names.
He's the right age.
But that works if you rewind it 20 years.
Yeah.
That works.
But I agree, Mahmoodi or Mohanlal could both do that role as well.
Yeah. Oh.
There you go.
Thank you. Good game.
Thank you for playing. love you. Thank you for making these games. These are a lot of fun.
Yeah, they are. Like them a lot.
New thing that I will tell people. Tell me the rules that you've made.
Yeah, as far as we have to cast them in real age, or that doesn't matter.
Current day age, or it's like you could pick from all time at any age of them.
Right.
So you could be like 90 Shah Rukh Khan.
Yeah.
Could do it. That's a little cop out though, I think.
It's harder to cast right now,
especially young 20s,
because then you could just say, I want Kamal Hassan for this, I want Kamal Hassan for that, I want Kamal Hassan for that. You know, if you're making it, you got to cast this movie now, and the age range is what they are, both the character and the current actor. Yeah, and it's a little more difficult.
Anyways, let us know
a lot of fun.
Who you would pick for these, and why we're dumb.
Yep.
And anything else we need to know down below.
The biggest, the baddest, wackiest, funniest, filmiest show on earth.
Never fall.